The hell out. What type of mirror is that? It's a fucking camera mirror in it. If it fails, you don't have mirrors, man. Like, seriously. I don't understand putting that much technology into fucking cars, like self-driving, shit like that, man. It's yeah, computers can still make mistakes. We are not at the stage, and we won't be in at least 5 years, at the stage where computers can be 100% reliable. Yeah, I mean, people can try that, develop that, experiment, prototype, but don't release it onto the fucking streets, like, people to buy. Worst offender, Tesla, with this autopilot thing, right? I have nothing against autopilot, but like, you claim their claim was, at least in the past, that you can basically sit behind, don't sit behind you, sorry, don't sit behind your wheel and just drive from A to B, from point A to B. Yeah, people can do that on highway, perhaps. In cities, and there are different environments in cities, there are different lanes, different markings, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, the computer can recognize lanes, but that's the easiest part. That is the easiest part, lanes. And sometimes even lanes are not visible. Humans can adapt to no lanes. If you have those two lanes here and there's no line in between, people can adapt. They will see the ridge in between, for example, and they will use that as a lane marking. So that's not a problem for people. But for computers, when there is no white line, automatically, it's oops, there is no lanes. There's just one lane. Could be like this. I don't know how sophisticated this software became, but just stating, like, one of the reasons it could not work. I would like to overtake that bus, though. If I overtake that bus, though, I'll be fucking happy, man. It's like this, yo. Okay, this guy fit here, this guy fit here, and I'm just gonna fit in between one of these guys. Come on, come on. And that's it. And I'm free. That's what I don't understand with new technology. Like, people try to push it and hype it like it's like fucking the next greatest thing. It's not. That's why we have people passing tests and stuff like that, because they need to be qualified. And still there's human error. Yes, computer can do basic shit better than humans, much better. Computers can calculate much faster and stuff like that, right? Usually. Now some people who are like fucking calculators, man. I don't know how they do that, but sometimes there's a trick, sometimes it's just like fucking talent, man. So yeah. I don't know which lane to use, because all of them are fucking slow, man. I'm gonna take my horse to the horsey horse. Don't see the fucking there he is. Like I said, I'm taking my time. Take my time. Hey, he's not an airplane. At least I think he had L plate on the front. That's fucking fine already in points. If you have L plate only on one side. So it's actually a rule, you have to display them at the front and the back. I'd like to overtake that van. I mean, I am undertaking, to be honest. To be perfectly honest, but this van is like keeping so close to me. And I literally fucking cannot overtake. I have to actually slow down, let him go. Now I can change my lanes. And now I can change this lane, because I'm going straight. And now I can overtake him, legally. Sometimes you have to draw back in order to overtake, man. Actually, no, we're going. Are we going? Can I make it? Oh, fucking barely, man. Barely made it. I don't need a third gear over here. The taxi even made it. Yeah, I don't understand fucking technology these days. I'm not old. I like technology, don't get me wrong, but technology that is proven to work. Let's say, for example, a phone. Phones existed for many, many years. Slight improvement over time, obviously. So you wouldn't have a smartphone that you have today without the block phones from 30 years ago. You wouldn't have that, right? Case phones. And even before that, you had landlines and so on. You had telegraphs. That's very long time ago. That's fucking 80s. 1800s. Late 1800s. They had telegraphs. I believe they had already. 1800s. 19th century. Fucking hell, that would be easier, innit? If I just said 19th century, that would be fucking easier. Some people don't know what 19th century is. 19th century, they think it's in the 1900 and plus. No, that's 20th century. It's fucking confusing, isn't it? But that is 20th century. So we are living in 21st century now. And most of us will not live to 22nd century. Maybe people who were born like now, they'll get to live maybe to the next century. Okay, I need to fuel today. I need to fuel my bike. Yeah. So I'm from 20th and 21st century. I live both centuries. And soon the people like from 2000, and that they're already 21 years old, and people cannot say that anymore. So people who are 21 years old and younger cannot say that anymore. They will live in pretty much one century. As I said, maybe if they're born, maybe if they're born now and live to 80 years. I guess some people could live to 100 years, so they might be able to say that I lived in both centuries. But let's be honest, that's not happening. That's not very common.